Hello. It's another week. Talk to Me Tuesday is back again to teach you something you probably didn't know or should know. Whatever it may be, this video may be for you. That's what I'm here to provide. So, I'm going to answer a relatively popular question. More or less a negative connotation about credit restoration services, aka credit repair, So from time to time, people will ask me like, hey, I want to talk to you about my credit. Can we do that? The answer is pretty much always yes. We'll kick it, we'll talk about it, this and this, that and that. And then, from time to time, I'll have a person or two, they'll ask me, will say, well, hey, is this kind of thing a scam or whatever? And the answer is it's an obvious answer, but you still have to answer it anyway, just to soothe the spirit. So I'm going to provide you with the quick answer right now. So I'm going to get me a pen, get me some paper here. I'm going to, use my left-handed chicken scratch here. And I'm going to quickly answer the question for you. Yes. I don't know if the camera's going to orient this right, but the answer is yes. Credit restoration services are legal. All 48 contiguous states and the 2 outsiders recognize credit repair services as legitimate businesses. You can get a license, you can get bonded, you can get merchant accounts, you can get a business bank accounts, all for credit restoration services. Now, on the business end of things, it's more difficult than normal to get these things because our business is what you call a high risk business. And what that means is there tends to be a lot of chargebacks for whatever reasons. It could be because a customer wants a refund. It could be because a customer got a couple of services and they saw some good things happen to their credit and demanded a refund. Or a worker like me could say, well, hey, this client really isn't worth the headache that they're giving me because they're not really aligned with what I need them to do, and they'll give them their money back. So it's really difficult sometimes to get those things going for a credit repair service, but what we do is legal. Now, even by me making a video about this, there's still going to be there's always going to be naysayers, and there's always going to be people who are really negative on what we do, primarily because they've heard a horror story from someone who has used a credit restoration service. Now, people make these judgments off of half of the story. I can say they don't know what's happening on our end, but they know what's happening on the consumer's end. And by the consumer having negative things to say about this person or that person or this business or that business, all of a sudden, credit restoration services are a scam. I promise you that they're not. A good credit restoration service, they're going to, one, give you a credit audit. They're going to, 2, ask that you partake in a paid credit monitoring service. That way you can ensure that no funny business is going on with your credit while they are assisting you with it. If anyone is telling you, hey, we're going to file a false police report or something like that, then that's scammy, okay? The execution for some of these people may be scammy, primarily because they understand that you, the consumer, aren't really up to par with knowledge as far as what you can and what you can't do as far as fixing your credit is concerned. Now, me, on my end, we have the credit audits. We have constant communication. My clients are fully aware of the process, how long it could potentially take us to get things done. They know the fee. They know what I'm doing. They know why I'm doing it. They know how I'm doing it. It is full transparency with me and my credit restoration services. I'm not going to speak on anyone else, because the negative ones that you may see ads for on the internet may tell you, now they're going to tell you something extremely spicy to bring you in as far as inquiring about their services, right? So they're going to tell you something like results in less than 30 days, or complete sweep of your credit report in less than 7 days, or something like that. Now, me knowing what I know, I can tell you for a fact that there is no quick solution outside of scammy behavior that is going to get your credit report cleared in that quick of a time frame. There's all kinds of really scammy things that people do with these businesses, taking advantage of the ignorance of people. But at the same time, you know, it's on people like me who are legitimately trying to help to tell you, like, hey, no, let's not go over here and do that. I would prefer that you do it on your own first. And then if you need help, or you just don't have the time to do it anymore, then you look for somebody to come help you. That's the whole thing. We provide a convenient service, okay? It's not a required service. It's not a service that you have to have. And to me, in a nutshell, we are the same as Burger King. We're the same as KFC, Popeyes, whoever your chicken provider may be. We are the same as your Subways, your Lenny's, your Jersey Mike's. We provide a convenient service for people when they don't feel like they have the time or the ability to wait 30, 60, 90, 120 days to get things popping on their credit, because life happens, okay? They're paying me to help them circumvent the pause that they may have because life got in the way. You know, children get sick, cars break, everything just happens all at one time, and people need help with this kind of thing. And then at a certain point, it's like people don't know what they're doing or what they need to do next, so they feel like they need to hire a person like me to help. And like I said, I'm gonna tell them everything. I'm like, I've got a system that emails people when I put a letter together for them. So they're never like, when did he put a letter together? When did he do this? When did he do that? You know, they know. Like, these are my clients. I take really good care of them. They know everything that's going on. Like I said, I can't speak for everyone else. I'm just speaking for me. And at the same time, like with this business, like I stated earlier, there's always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be people who will discourage someone who is in a profession or business like this. You know, just stop it. You know, you're scamming. Now, I'm not going to be that person and say, oh, I always knew that this was something that you could do legally. I was on the same boat too. Before I got into the business, I thought this business was a quack. I thought it was a sham. I thought it was scammy too. But then I was introduced to it from the inside, and I saw that my perceptions of the business were wrong. As long as you're taking care of your clients and you're keeping them in the know of everything, and you're not taking advantage of their ignorance as far as what their credit and how credit works for them, as long as you're doing the right thing, man, this business it'll get to rolling for you really quickly. But when you're doing the scammy things, that's when people are not happy, or if they feel like you didn't do them justice as far as their credit is concerned, then that's when you get the posts, the ads in the DMs voicing disservice, and they're calling you a scam or anything like that. You know, a lot of these things get really discouraging for people like me in this kind of industry. But then I think, you know, I've never seen a naysayer at the end of the line at McDonald's saying, hey man, don't you know you could have made your own cheeseburgers? You could have made your own fries. Why are you paying them to do this? Like, that's what we go through a lot of times. And then we have to, of course, tell them the benefits of doing this. Like, we acknowledge all the time that you can do this on your own. You don't need to pay us to do anything. You want to pay us to do this, and that's okay. You know, wanting help is cool sometimes. You know, sometimes you have to ask for help, and that's why we are here. Now, I can't talk down on anybody's business or anything like that, because like I said, I don't know exactly what their business model is. But I can tell you from the advertisements that people put out, whether or not that it probably should be a major, you know, red flag placed on them prior to any kind of transactions or agreements or anything like that that happens. So just to reiterate, credit repair / credit restoration services are legal. They are recognized in all 48 contiguous in the 2 outside states. Some states are tougher with their regulations than others. Georgia being the hardest one that I've seen. But this is actually a legitimate business that you can get into and run and actually help people. Executions are scammy. This business is not a scam. Sorry guys. I know that you probably wanted me to say that it was, but it ain't. You do it the right way and you take care of your clients. I mean, this is one of the coolest businesses to be in as far as I'm concerned. Like, you could do it yourself, or you can hire a team. You can do whatever it is that you feel like you want to do within this industry, but it's legal. Sorry guys. But hey, that's going to conclude this week's video. Please make sure to like the videos, make comments, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed to it. Give me advice on these videos if you want. I mean, if you feel like there's something that you want to do, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to discourage you from doing it at all. Until next week, see you guys later. Cut off.